There were times that I sought out someone in addiction, and other times I looked at them and said, what can I do for them? Sometimes they came and asked me for help, and every situation was so different because every person is different. And I know that I don't have the answers, and sometimes I don't know the best way to help. And I think all of us feel helpless sometimes. What do I do? I took it to prayer. I'm a sister. That's what I would do. I don't have the book that talks about the effects of drugs, but I have a connection with God. And oftentimes people say, pie in the sky, sister. No, it isn't pie in the sky. Because unless we have that higher power, whether it is God, Allah, or whoever it be, we need substance, and we need someone to hold on to. People come and I listen. And oftentimes I refer them and encourage them for therapy, drug, alcohol, rehab, and the 12-step program. And they look at me and say, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Help me. What do I do? Well, as for my journey with an addict, I had to realize there has to be a route that I take, whether it's the alcoholic or the drug addict. And in the past, my heart was so heavy listening to the story of an addict. I wanted to fix the problem, just like all of us do. Anyone who comes to us for help, we want to give them the help. And they come to the church because they think we hold the answers and the magical wand to make them better. Say that prayer for me, sister, and I know I'll be better. Or the family member who comes to me and says, my child's an alcoholic. My kid overdosed. Will you pray for them? Yeah, that's the beginning. But I had a savior complex, and I wanted to save them all. And you know what? They fell flat on their face, and so did I. Over time, I learned that wasn't the way. In ministry where I'm at, I run a center on the east side. I have many people who come to me. I have CEOs, I have white-collar professors, youth, homeless, and bag ladies. And they have an aroma that lingers in my office when they leave. And I've come to realize that all of them smell. They smell the same thing: hunger, thirst, longing, acceptance, craving, and forgiveness. And each person that I've met needs to medicate the unhealed wounds in their life. That's why they do what they do. That's why they have the disease that they have. Breakups in marriages, brokenness in the family. They're healing from a trauma of war, loss of a loved one, or even a miscarriage. These are hurting people that have an empty void within them, and they're looking for it to be filled. And they fill it with an addiction to drugs or alcohol. Well, I take this to heart. And when I meet a person, like I say, it may sound like pie in the sky, but you gotta begin somewhere. And mine is to be a Christ-like presence to them. And if Christ would come, if they were to meet God today, he'd have an openness to the person they meet. He would be filled with a compassionate presence. He'd have love and understanding, caring, and forgiveness. We can't make right in that person's life. They have to right what is happening in them, and they have to want to do it. My job is to listen. And I know that everyone who comes has a story. And the story that they share, I don't have the answer. They have to find it. I'm only there to walk beside them on that journey and hopefully lead them along the way.